Welcome to Runescape Dragonwilds. I am very excited to check out this new survival crafting game, and I actually didn't really hear about it till very recently when a bunch of you have been mentioning it to me because of my love of other survival crafting games like Valheim and Enshrouded, and I let it sit for a few days just to see how it was doing, do a little more research about it, and it still seems to have some very good reviews, and I've been getting a lot of requests to cover it on this channel. So here we are, and without further ado, sit back, get cozy, and let's jump in. On the first screen here, it looks like we hop right into character creation. So I'll do the character name as Chiselchip. Body type looks like we have male and female. Skin tone, maybe something like that. Ooh, different faces. I'll go with option number 1. That looks pretty nice. Eyebrows. Ooh, this is kind of cool. I kind of like 3. Maybe we'll go for a more serious look. I guess we'll see. Eye color there. Let's go blue eyes. Ooh, hairstyle. We can use Q and E to kind of rotate it around to check out the hairstyle there. That's nice. Lots of different options here. Wow, okay. Let's maybe go, I don't know, I kind of like 2. That's what I go with in a lot of games. It's a cool look. And let's see, facial hair, mustache. I kind of like the bigger beard there, that looks cool. Hair color, let's keep it dark, and eyebrow color maybe a little bit lighter. All right, confirm and play. And it looks like we create a world, so let me go ahead and do that. Let's play solo, and I can always open it up for friends as well later on, because if you guys really do enjoy this video, let me know by liking and subscribing, obviously, but I will consider bringing my good friend Crimson along for a fun playthrough of this game on the channel. So let's go solo, enter world name. What do we want to do? Maybe mist and fire. That's kind of cool. And create world.
Adventure called, a brave few answered, and the expedition set sail. Among them, an elite band of explorers, some of Gillinor's finest. They were bound for uncharted waters in pursuit of a legend. Ashenfall. Had only they known the danger. Dragons, winged death descended from the skies. Blades were drawn and spells cast, but the dragons rained ruin. And so they vanished into the wild. They adapted, endured, wielded magic, sharp as steel, wits keen as arrows, always searching for a way to call for aid. And at last, they found it. The heroes are on their way, and the dragons, they'll never see it coming.
All right, so cool little intro to the game there. And we are in. Spawning into the world here. So this graphic style is very new to me, actually. I have never played the RuneScape games, so I'm coming at this from a completely fresh perspective, just having played other survival games and whatnot. The graphics are a little bit, I don't know how I would really describe them. Very golden, a bit of kind of the halation vibe to them. But as far as I've heard, that's kind of classic for a lot of the RuneScape games, and maybe it'll be something I could get used to. It's definitely cozy and well done in Unreal Engine. So we've got a NPC, the wise old man here to talk to. Why not? Welcome to Ashenfall. Sorry about the mess. Had a bit of a dragon problem. That's why we've called you. Okay. Continue. You've come at a great time. Heroic opportunities await. A long-forgotten place is just screaming to be explored. But before all that, how about we take you through some survival basics? Yes, begin tutorial. I have no idea what this game's about. You want to get grips with gathering and crafting first. Doric can help you with some of that. Okay, you'll find him outside the temple. Check your map if you get lost, but he should be easy to spot. Let's go find Doric then. Speak to Doric outside the temple. So I'm guessing we continue onward out here. Ooh, very bright. Whoa! Ha 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 ha! And we got a dragon flying overhead. That's a way to kind of get some immersion right off the bat. So the world is very pretty. Stylized, artistic graphics. Haven't really done something like this before, but I'm kind of digging it. It's pretty cool. And here is Doric by Saradomin's big bushy beard. Just our luck, a great ruddy dragon. Think it were him that got the others. Maybe they rest in peace. But look at you, all skin and bones. Must be proper parched after a journey like that. Dehydration and starvation are deadlier than dragons, so you're going to need to keep an eye on your basic needs like hunger and thirst. I've marked 2 ponds on your map to the northwest and south of us. Grab some water from there and bring it back here. Then I'll teach you what you'll need to survive. If you see a raspberry bush along the way, grab yourself a handful. Not much of a meal, but a little food is better than no food at all. Alrighty, collect some dirty water and bring some raspberries, it looks like. Raspberry bush, there we go. Collect those. Ooh, we don't break bushes. So I'm guessing maybe they stay and can regrow berries over time, which I actually really like. I like when games have a renewal resource aspect to them. And it looks like we are getting some skills and everything. View building menu with B. We've got campfire, crafting table. I guess we'll kind of do all of that in a bit here. Ooh, uproot for saplings to be able to get some wood. And it looks like we have a lake right here. This is quite beautiful. I love water in games. Also really cool to see that in some of the new Unreal Engine 5 games that we're getting. Collect water. Dirty water, okay. Can I just like spam E? I guess I can. Well, if thirst is a big issue, how many dirty water can stack? Oh, okay, 50 can stack in a slot. Let's bring back 50, about 50 anyway. And we gotta bring them back to Doric. Let's go ahead and do that. Looks like we can hit M and open up the map. Just what we've explored so far. It looks like these are the 2 lakes that Doric was talking about. We have skills. Oh, this is awesome. Spellbook, journal, all the settings of the world. This is great. And the server to be able to kick and ban and have friends on. So that's great. And I think it is up to 4 players currently. Ooh, oh gosh. Okay. Not expecting that. A Kebbit? Well, there's our first combat experience. It actually feels fairly similar to Dawn of Defiance. I don't know if any of you have played that game. A little bit similar with some of the movement and combat. Not a bad thing, actually. Feels fairly fluid and things. Maybe a little bit, I don't know, little clunky, depending. But I don't have a lot to compare it to with just a little fight that we had there. Got some water, a bit dirty. I know that's better than nothing. Be careful though, the water's tainted and it'll make life difficult if you drink too much. Ooh, okay. Oh, there we go. Zonic says boiling it sorts it all out. So might want to give that a look later when you've got a chance. Anyway, time to get you all set up to survive this harsh land. And look at you, not a knife to your name. No, we can't be doing with that. Come on, let's get you prepared. You need to go out and craft a stone club. It won't kill a dragon, but it's better than nothing. All right, well, let's go ahead and do that. Need to gather some stone and ash logs, which you can find lying around. Let's go grab some stuff for a club then. We've got some stones. All right, and we're getting XP for pretty much everything. Picking up stuff, I like that. Always nice. And ash logs, we got a few. Oop, are those things aggressive? It didn't really alert till I came really close to it, actually. All right, well, we're getting animal fur and such from it. Looks like tab for inventory here. Interesting. All right. So that's what we've got there. Actually, looks like a pretty good system. Game feels really great so far. So it looks like if we don't get too close to them, they're kind of passive until provoked. That's good to know. Yeah, we actually have raspberry bushes right here. So can I craft a club? What do I do now? Yeah, he just has the water thing to say. Is there anything I can build? Maybe a, maybe let's go ahead and do the crafting table. Can rotate and adjust the distance of buildings. Oh my gosh, okay. Lots of stuff here. This is cool. So maybe a similar building system to something like Valheim. Let's just go ahead and place the crafting table right here for now. And craft, what do we got available to us? A torch, which we actually spawn in the game with a torch by default. An axe, stone pick. There's the club he was talking about. We need 8 stone. So a little more stone hunting to do. Looks like we've got everything we need right here. And I have questions, of course. I wonder if these stones or any of the trees or things respawn as resources in the world. Let me know in the comments if any of you know that. I always like to sort of figure that out with games. There's our stone club. Go ahead and craft that. Perfect. Bring the stone club to Doric. All right. Good, you've got some water. Okay, yeah, so we gotta set it up to boil it. So what do we do here? I thought I saw in what building? Yeah, we've got a campfire here. So maybe this will allow us to boil stuff. I need more wood and more stone though. So let me go grab some of that. All right, we've leveled up some gathering skills, got some more wood and stone. And let's go ahead and craft a campfire here. For now, I'm just gonna put this stuff right here. We will pack it up and probably build a small starter hut here soon. Yeah, raw food is rarely edible. Build a campfire to cook it. So what do we do here? Interact. Looks like I add some wood. We can just control click to quick transfer stuff. This is a lot of water. And we can just... Ooh, do I hit this little play button here? Ready to start. Come back later. Okay. Oh, it just spits it out. Clean water. Hey, that's nice. Not too grindy, but I like that it has those survival mechanics. It looks like we kind of have a tired mechanic, so if we don't rest, we have a food bar as well as a thirst bar. Nice, so that's our 4 water. Looks like that went pretty quick with just the 4 wood that we had. So let's go ahead and let it go, see how much just 3 wood can get us for water. But either way, that should recover a bit of thirst if I go ahead and drink that. Oh, perfect. It does. That works great. And then I've got some raspberries too. I can just click on them and we can eat them. So I'm going to wait for the water to be finished. And then maybe we'll find a spot to settle down for a base. Just kind of check out the world a bit. We've just done all of this at this very starter area. And this is actually a handmade map, I believe. So not procedurally generated, which means your world should look the same as mine. And when it's done well, I actually really like that system. I really like how games like Enshrouded did that and everything. It's very nice. And it looks like K for skills. We're leveling up the skill gathering water quite a lot. We've got a little progress bar here. And you can see here, wood cutting is a little bit higher because we've uprooted a lot of little saplings. We've got stone gathering because we've been picking up a lot of stones here. This is cool. So yeah, plus 1% mining critical hit chance. This is very nice. And then you can see cooking. That's the skill we've been leveling up a lot because we've been cooking a lot of water. Probably too much. Fancy cookware, though, unlocks at the next skill level. So this is actually a very good progression system. Very happy with it. I like when the games kind of reward you in that way. So yeah, let's just get the basic tools. I'll get some more wood. We can make a stone axe and a stone pickaxe. Yeah, it looks like the best way to get wood right now, honestly, is just running around picking up all these little ash logs on the ground. There's a ton of them, especially by the water and kind of anywhere in the forest. It's pretty nice. Ooh, what is this? This is right by, there's the little temple we spawned into, right by the other lake on the map. We have rune essence. So I wonder if we mine that with the pickaxe. This is, I'm guessing this is pretty important in the game because it's Runescape. Look at this though. These graphics are pretty nice. Looks like this is the map. I'm guessing I probably shouldn't jump off of there. So I'll stay on my side of the map, but I am liking the sunset. It's very vibrant and bright, which is a cool feel for some games. All right, heading back to the crafting table now, and it looks like the sun is about to set. We can see a few little remnants of it through the trees there. Let's go ahead and craft some stuff. There, we've got enough for our axe. We've got some more skill level ups there, and I need a lot more stone for the stone pickaxe. But with the axe, we should be able to cut down the ash trees. Yeah, there we go. And we get XP with every single hit. This is kind of nice. Very cool. So it doesn't really look like it's quite like Valheim from the sense of trees falling on you and killing you. That tree trunk definitely had a bug. That is nowhere to be found. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this stump here. Ooh, wait, is the tree here? Maybe, let's try to get it. So yeah, maybe because it fell on those rocks there, it's kind of glitched in. So yeah, maybe a few early access bugs to be expected. Ooh, overhead chop. Use the right button. Oh, cool. That does a lot more damage than what we were doing. Oh, very cool. So it gives you some tips as you unlock the skill points. So we didn't have the option for overhead chop initially. Oh, that's very cool. So yeah, I'll leave this stump here, see if the tree regrows versus not having a stump at all. So yeah, this is nighttime. Sky is quite nice. The lighting, here's my torch, actually provides quite a lot of light, which I love. And I will say I love the nighttime in this game right off the bat. I like games that don't just throw me in a complete pitch black darkness, because especially as a content creator, that makes it way easier for you guys to see as well. Allows me to actually be out exploring at nighttime. And it does look like our tools and my torch and everything do have a health bar on them, so they'll probably wear out and break at some point. I'm now going to make the stone pickaxe because I have plenty for that now. Go ahead and craft that. Perfect. And then maybe a stone shield to go, or a basic shield there, the wooden shield to go with my club. And then, let's see, I gotta rearrange my inventory just a little bit. Let's see, maybe put my weapon in slot 1. Shield, so you just kind of drag and drop, it looks like. And then maybe an axe in that slot, or a torch for now. That'll work. So what does it look like to equip? I've got my weapon right now, and then my shield takes the place of my torch. So you can block, you can swing the club, and then we can just hit control to evade, which is nice. Or if we're pointed in any direction, the control will roll out of the way and dodge. So that's pretty cool. A decent combat system, that's for sure. Not sure how fluid it is just yet, because we haven't really had a chance to check it out. But with that, now that we have a pickaxe... Ooh, let's actually see here. We've got a kebbit. Oh yeah. That is loads better than just punching with our fists. And I'm sure we can do stuff with that, with those animal parts later. But with the pickaxe, I'm curious to see what this this rune essence is. This looks quite interesting. So I apologize if it's a little dark, but hey, way better than a lot of other games. Looks like we can mine it with the simple stone pickaxe. Ooh, runes can be crafted from rune essence at the rune altar. Okay, so it looks like if we hit our building tab, oh, we still have just a campfire, craftable crafting table, and the bedroll. And a lot of building pieces too, which is really cool. Looks like we could get started on a survival hut soon. Ooh, and here in crafting, we have the rune altar here that we unlocked. So I'll have to build that. Some furniture, decoration, very basic stuff for now. Foundation pieces, walls, roofs. Oh, some cool beams and stuff. This actually looks like a really solid building system. And if I kind of escape here, there was also a little spot on the home screen that had a road map, and I saw that they wanted to add more building and stuff later to the game. So I'm honestly pretty excited. Really excited to see where this game goes. You know, I don't think it's going to be as full or big with content to something like Enshrouded or Valheim, but as a fun game to kind of check out and just do, you know, it really hits the spot in between, you know, waiting for the release of Light No Fire and some of the other large games that I'm anticipating. I really enjoy it. So let me just get this last rune essence. And then we can head out of here with all of these rune things, which I'm sure are pretty important. Can I get these ones floating in the air? There's a lot of rocks up here. Maybe not at the moment. What if let me get creative here. What if I go to building? Can I just build anywhere on the map? Like if I get some stairs. Could I put some stairs and get the rocks floating in the air? Ooh, stability. So it's like Valheim. We have a whole stability building system here. So it looks like we have to be supported on the ground, and if it's green, it's stable. If it's yellow, yeah, yellow to red. This is really cool though. We have tons of different snapping points. I guess I'll showcase this more in detail in the daytime. What I'm really curious about though is, can I get these rocks? Oh my gosh, I can. Look at that. We're kind of like floating on them. That brings them down to the ground. All I have to do is just hit them once and then they fall down. Well, that's cool. I guess we figured that out. So let me just mine these. And then we'll maybe make the rune altar and see what that's about. All right, so can I destroy these stairs? If I go back to building, maybe just select a blueprint. Okay, middle click to destroy. Yeah, very similar to Valheim. You can just destroy whatever's touching the ground and the rest of it all falls down. Very cool. And it's already daytime again here. So pretty much the first day is just kind of getting set up here. We've got our basic tools, got our stuff. Let's go ahead and build this rune altar, see what that does, and then head off to make a house. Find a nice little spot for that. So, all right, it's in the building tab. Building, crafting, and there we go. This is the rune altar. I need lots of stone, and we need only 4 of the rune essence, which we actually got over 30, so that's nice. There's our log again, popped up at the surface. So yeah, there might be a little bug with maybe the trees. If they hit something weird, they might glitch into the ground for a little bit, but that's honestly very classic. I'm guessing with the larger pickaxe now, I can get these bigger stone boulders. We are no longer stuck to just having to pick them up off the ground. It's slow, but let's see if we get more from this. Oh yeah, the whole thing breaks and we just got 12 stone. All right, so now we can place the rune altar. It also says, my stomach growls, I could do with a snack. All right, so it's nice that it actually gives me reminders to eat. As tedious and funny as that sounds, I am classic for not remembering when to eat or drink or do anything survival. Even though I like survival games, it's always you guys in chat and a live stream reminding me to try to eat. So hey, this game can actually remind me. That's nice. Okay, rune altar. What can we do here? Air rune? An astral rune? Wow. Used for casting advanced magic spells and attacks. Runes are retained if you happen to die. Very cool. And obviously we'll maybe die at some point in the game. You guys will see what happens there. But yeah, this is pretty neat. So I'm sure people who have actually played RuneScape before know more about the magic and the references of all of this. I'm just going to try with this. Let's see. Of the winds, air-based magic and other spells. What happens if I craft a rune, an air rune? So one craft crafts 10, and it uses 1 of my rune essence to craft 10 of the runes. Where do they show up? Where do I find my runes? Or maybe in this section? Ah, I see. So you've got categories for your inventory. That's pretty cool. So unequip, split, drop, destroy, move. How do I use this? If I put it in my hotbar and then I click 8 maybe because it's in the 8th slot. I don't know how to use that, honestly. Let's see, is there anything we could do? Equipable as ammo when using a magic weapon. Ah. Well, I guess we'll have to see. Maybe we'll unlock some stuff later. Oh, chat with Vonica over the northeast. He can teach you how to keep fighting. Before you go, here's something to help you on your way. Ooh. Okay, some vegetable soup by talking to him. This is actually really cool. A motive to actually talk to the guys here. Yeah, gave us some vegetable soup. Oh, that's really nice. So yeah, Looks like we gotta talk to some more people before using magic. Unless I'm just being really stupid, in which case, you know, just let me know in the comments if I don't figure out how to use this magic before the end of the episode. But with that said, let me actually go ahead and destroy these things. And let's just set out, explore the world a little bit. Building, it looks like we kind of have to select a blueprint before destroying some stuff. And I can just get all this in my inventory. Ooh, am I encumbered? No. Looks like there's not really much of a weight system. 400 is the weight. I have 150 out of 400, so maybe there is. Interesting. All right, let's continue yonder. We've got more of the rune essence over there, so lots of little places where we can mine it. Looks like a deer of some sort right there. This is very cool. There's another NPC right up here on the path. So let's see if this guy's got anything to say. Got some more sticks. That's Faunica. Okay. There we go. Looking to get yourself ready to face against the dragon. Need more than just that potato masher to kill one. You may have a weapon, but every great warrior knows wars are won by the stomach, not the blade. Ooh. Behind me on the hill is a windmill infested with rats. I want you to kill some of them and cook their meat. Okay, so looks like, yeah, staying well-fed and stuff is going to help us. Cook 2 rats, roast, and bring them back to me. No one said survival would be pretty. Okay, kill 4 rats and cook 2 rat roasts from their meat. Alright, let's go and do that. Pull out my shield. He said up on the hill. I'm guessing, yeah, this windmill up here. Oh, there's chickens? That's cool. I'm guessing we can probably get stuff from them as well. Hey, chicken. Oh! Oh, the chickens chase you. That is hilarious. That is actually hilarious. See, I actually have chickens in real life. And yeah, this is hilarious. Giant rats. Oh gosh, okay. So can I block? Yeah, I can. Ooh, that actually looks like I gotta be a little better timing it. So maybe the parry timing is a little tough there. I can, oh, there we go. I at least blocked it that time. Leveling up my skills. We got some meat there. That's good. Anything I can do to explore in here? Doesn't look like it, at least not at the moment. All right, so I'm just popping a little campfire right next to Vonica. Craft, we can just fill it with some wood. And raw rat meat. Rat roast, there we go. Yep. Let's see. Looks like we just wait a bit. Actually goes fairly quickly. Will it just kind of pop out like the water does? Yep, right into my inventory. That's cool. So I wonder if stuff just lies on the ground, if it'll despawn after a while, or if it stays. Here's all the questions I guess we'll figure out with time. But so far, man, I'm enjoying it a lot. We've got 2 rat roasts. Here we go. Seems your hunt was successful. You've gathered the food I asked for. Alright, might not be exactly gourmet cooking, but a meal like this can make a difference between life and death. You would not be taking on any dragon if you're starving. Yeah, definitely. You'll find rats are annoyingly resilient to clubs. Some enemies can resist certain damage types. Oh, very cool. Okay, I like that. Rats, for example, don't take kindly to getting stabbed. Okay, so like piercing stuff, yeah. Take this butter knife to make it easier for them in the future. You can have this as well. Cool. Teach you a bit about magic. Zonix, the one to talk about for that. There we go. Okay, you could find her down the road just before the river. I like this quest system. It's simple, but effective. I like it. Okay, speak to Zonix. I thought he said he would give me a knife. There's the stone dagger. All right, so as we kind of do some of this exploring here, this will kind of be an excuse to kind of be passively looking for a spot for a base as I explore and kind of talk to some of these NPCs. So, said that we could find the next one kind of down the road and over here. So let's head down. Looks like these deer are at least afraid of us. So not really a lot to worry about combat-wise, at least in this beginner area. I don't really know what to expect outside. It looks like we kind of get to a slightly more sophisticated area over here. More of the rune essence. I'm sure I'll be coming back from that and everything. And if Crimson joins for a playthrough to do multiplayer with this game, I'm sure we'll be getting lots of that together. So is this what we're... Yeah, Zonic. There we go. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, they don't attack. All right, that's good.
Hi.
Dragons. It had to be dragons. Nice to meet you. I'm Zonic, local survival and goblin expert around here. Ooh, okay. Interesting thing about Ashenfall is that it's laced with magic. Here, I'll show you. First, let's look at things without magic to help you. I need you to cut down a couple of trees and bring me some ash logs. Simple, right? Okay, about 50 ash logs should do it. Make sure you've got a well-maintained axe. It shouldn't take too long. Okay, 50 ash logs. How many do I have currently? 19. Okay, yeah, we definitely need a few. And I also have to mention, I love the auto pickup feature. This is something that not a lot of games have these days. Some of them do, but a lot of the survival games I've played don't. And I like that you still can kind of choose to pick up the little collectibles on the ground, but everything that you cut down or pickaxe from like trees or stones or things just auto pick up into your inventory, and I very much enjoy that. Ooh, we unlocked a spell book. Cast spells with Q. Ooh. Conjures an astral axe, launches it forward. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. So we did a lot of chopping. We unlocked, if I go into my skills here, we unlocked it right down here. Yeah, astral projection. What the heck does that do? Q? Okay. Oh, I have to actually craft the runes to do it. I guess we'll have to check that out. That explains the whole magic thing then. Yeah, that's really cool. All right, we now have plenty of logs. Let's take them back and see what Zonic has to say. All right, between you and me, that was a bit repetitive, right? It'd be exhausting having to do that all the time. Oh, wow. Even this NPC knows the grind. Fortunately, we've got magic. Hey, this is cool. As you improve your skill, you discover spells that you can use, such as my favorite. Yeah, the astral projection. Okay. Slice down trees with a wave of your finger. What? Much less wasted consuming lumberjack gig. Okay. But magic comes at a cost. You'll need both air and astral runes to cast astral projection. Here's how to get them. Okay, so we know how to get them because of the fact that, right, we have the stuff to build the rune table. We figured that out a little earlier before the NPC told us. Maybe we're jumping the gun a little bit, but hey, not really fully sure what to do here. Okay, craft. We have the air runes. I already got that. Astral runes. Craft a bunch of those. Ooh, and we unlocked some new structures and stuff with some foundation tiles. Nice. All right, we have the astral runes. Anything new? Great work. Okay. Let's see. A well-placed spell can make all the difference. The wise old man is waiting for you just outside Bramblemead Village. Follow your compass to find him. So that's where I have to do to learn some more of the basics. Better not keep him waiting too long. He gets real cranky. Okay, speak to wise old man in the Bramblemead Village. So I guess that's where we're headed next. And all of these things show up on the map. There's our red exclamation point of where we have to go to get to Bramblemead Village. So what this astral rune, air rune thing, what does this do? Q, okay. Conjures, oh, what? Whoa. I've got a purple magical axe and I have highlighted trees. What the heck? Wait, huh? Okay, can I cut down 3 trees at once? What does this do? No flipping way. Okay, that's freaking cool. That is really freaking cool. I think I'm gonna like this game. That's obviously the unique twist that like RuneScape players will probably know, and that's why this game's got a lot of hype. That's really cool. So you still have to kind of chop them down. It has a 45-second cooldown. So yeah, and it's 18, 17, 16. So after the 45-second cooldown, I'm wondering if we could then chop down logs with it again or if it can just be used to chop the initial tree down. But let me pull out a torch so you guys can at least see in the meantime a little bit better. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm wondering. If we go to my axe again, and then, okay, Q, we can use it again. Okay, no target. Oh, we can target stumps. We cannot target the logs on the ground, so just stumps. So like, what if I target, can I, oh yeah, I can do 2 stumps at a time. Let's see what happens there. Oh, there we go. Stumps eliminated. That is really freaking cool. All right, done cutting down some logs. I am now going to continue onward to the village. Another thing I'm noticing is that my my strength, or yeah, tiredness meter is going down. So I'm guessing like we're gonna have to set up camp somewhere soon just to be able to sleep. I love how those little rat eyes glow in the dark. That's funny. Oh, we've got another lake over here. Yeah, this all probably looks really great in the day too, but I like that the day and night cycle is actually fairly fast here. Not too bad. Well, this is really cool. We're already discovering some magic things, and yeah, as predicted, my runes are using up as I cast certain spells, I think anyway. Yeah, all of my air runes are gone, I think now. So, yeah, we've got some astral runes left, but the air ones are gone. Tome of Woodcutting volume. Yeah, very interesting. So we're getting all kinds of cool stuff as we're exploring and cutting down stuff. It's now early morning again. Perfect time to venture into the village. Ooh. Power levels. You're entering an area with stronger creatures and enemies. Craft better weapons and armor to improve your chances of survival. I'm guessing this is where the NPC told us to go, though. Probably, yeah, Bramblemead Valley. Okay, this has got to be the right spot then. And we have a river. Check this out. This is the first game I've played with flowing water. Waterfalls. Oh my gosh. Dawn of Defiance had some beautiful water. That was another one done in Unreal Engine 5. And yes, it's very stylized water, very stylized graphics. But we can get the sound of the waterfall. That looks very realistic and very cool. I love it. We can still collect water in the river here. Oh, that's very nice. It actually flows too, like you can see the current of the creek. Oh, how cool is that? Alright, yeah, I might obsess a little bit over that because I cannot wait. It's like a sneak peek of what's to come for survival games. I mean, imagine this kind of stuff, you know, build with water and stuff like this. I mean, this is, this might be the spot for a house, honestly. Settling down right by the waterfall, somewhere in this area. I mean, this is pretty. Got some of the sunrise over there, some village there to go into. This is very pretty. Little creek over here. Oh, I like that. A crumbling well. Interact. You see something glinting in the bucket. Ooh, reaching into the cold water. Okay. Cold to the touch. Search for a purpose with the omelet of Ghost Peak. Ooh. Okay, so this like gives it, like everything's interactable. Just gives you random quests and other stuff. Very cool. Ooh, we have, oh, wait a minute. That's not friendly. That's not friendly, is it? Ooh, that's a goblin. Okay. Come on, come on. We got this. Oh! Oh, I take that back. The combat system, it's not as bad as maybe I expected. Some people were saying that was one of the buggy things about this game sometimes. I, so far, have not been experiencing issues. Yes, it could be a tiny bit better, obviously. Ooh, flax. Very cool. Home to many useful resources. Exploration will give you access to different materials. Alright, well, let's grab some flax then. Got more chickens there. Okay, that's good. Ooh, we unlocked a spinning wheel with flax. Oh, crap. Chickens actually attack you. Well, I guess we could use the food. So yeah, I won't provoke the chickens anymore. So these are a lot of goblin guys. I feel like maybe I went the wrong direction. Let's let me take out some more of these guys, see if I can find the NPC. And I also forgot that I can just open the map and see the NPC there. So we're at 89 health now. Does our health regen? Can I eat stuff for it to regen? What if I eat a berry? Ooh, look at that. So you can eat and then it starts regenning. Very nice. This is definitely the chill game I was kind of expecting. I like it. Not too grindy, not too serious. Vibrant and bright. Very fantastical a little bit. It's pretty cool. So where are we headed? We are headed this way. See, it says at the little navigation bar at the top, shows a little exclamation point. And we have a cow. Look at that. It's a cow with little green antler horn thingies. Oh, okay. Oh crap. So basically, note to self, all of the wildlife attacks if you provoke it. But it looks like it's passive if you stay, if you stay your distance. Interesting. Good to know. Okay. I kind of like that. Be kind of realistic for a wild animal. All right. Ooh, we got a tannery and a cooking pot from that cow because we got animal bones and stuff. Ooh. And lore over here. Lots of the humans. Oh, wow. So yeah, pause this video. I'm not going to read all of this in great detail. I'm going to kind of read it for my own reference, but wow, dragon comes out of nowhere. Lands of the goblins. Boss man. So this is pretty cool. And it looks like maybe this will kind of go into our lore categories and things. We can access things later. Ooh, this is the NPC all the way up here. We have a chest. Ooh. Plan open wooden barrel. No way, we can get plans to unlock building stuff. Earth rune and a lot of rune essence. Heck, I'll take it. All right. I don't know what the earth rune does exactly. Can I hover over it and see? A symbol of Earth's might, essential for earth-based magic. Runes are retained if you happen to die. Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Wise old man. There we go. Got some basics under your belt, but now the guide ropes are off. Taking down the dragon won't be easy, but you've got the skills you need to do it. Well, almost. Okay. Need to start thinking long-term. Bramblemead Village is an excellent place for an outpost, even if it's a little overrun with goblins right now. We should plan our new base of operations here. By we, I mean you. Bad back. Alright. Doesn't need to be fancy. The style is always worth pursuing. But it needs to be functional. Make a shelter, some foundation, walls, and a roof. And claim a bed. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing we probably respawn at a bed if we can claim it. Let your inner architect run wild. But the bed's the bare minimum we need to get started. Okay, yeah. I'm guessing because we can nap in it and stuff and regain our rested meter. Cool. Well, there we go. Ooh, and we can even talk to it. Tell me more about these dragons. When my comrades and I set foot in Ashenfall, we thought it would be a paradise. Lush green fields, tall and resilient trees, a world unsullied. Okay. But then dragons happened, swooped down from the skies. Wow. And the whole thing just kind of went to shambles. Show these dragons and their queen that we're not just going to roll over and die. We fight back, and we fight back hard. Wow. Can you tell me about the queen? I guess, yeah, we should probably learn about some of this. I know very little about Kuldra character, except the Velgar pledged his loyalty to her. Okay. Something like royalties to the dragons. Never a good sign. Okay, I don't like that. Not one itty little bit. Alright, so that's what he has to say. A little bit of lore there. So a little bit of reading to do in this game, kind of similar to Enshrouded, but I feel like I don't really want to skip over it. Especially some of the important stuff from the NPCs. Because, yeah, I don't know about this game yet. I really don't know about Runescape and stuff, so this is probably going to come in handy. So that guy says already that this area is a really good spot for a base, setting up something. So I honestly like the idea of going near the waterfall. I don't think that's a bad spot. Oops, getting hungry again. All right, so where do we think? Honestly, because a waterfall is unique to this game, I haven't played other games with waterfalls yet. I think a waterfall spot would be pretty. Below this cliff, kind of in this little clearing here, why not do a little starter house in this area? It's a nice place. So maybe what I'll do is just chop down a few of these trees in the area. We obviously got to take care of some of these rats and then get to building. Another thing I will say though as well in this game is that the music and sound effects are very, very well done. That's something that you kind of don't really consciously look for in a game, but that has a big thing to do with kind of making it feel interactive and such. You know, I was a little hesitant about this game at first, wondering like, oh, would I be okay with this different graphic style than what I've played or other things, but like the movement, it feels grounded, it's nice. The music is really great. It feels immersive, which is a really good sign. I like that. Ooh, we've got cabbage here too. Inventory's full. But yeah, we'll have to collect some of that. Looks like I definitely just have to get to building a house though. We're gonna need storage and everything else. Ooh, we unlocked a unique ability, actions for melee weapons. Very nice, so we can use the middle mouse button now. Oh, to do a really special attack. I love that, actually. Not only do we just level up our damage, we level up and unlock whole new skills and whole new attacks and abilities with our weapons and tools. That's a really unique twist. I like that a lot. Okay, so I have now maxed out the 400. Actually, it's 401 out of 400 for my weight. Oh my gosh. A dragon. Another dragon just flew overhead. What the heck? I just missed something, but that didn't sound good. Okay, well anyway, what I was saying is I can't run around anymore. I've been cutting down some trees, picking up some stuff. We are now over the 400 weight, and I can't sprint. I can't use my stamina for anything. At least I can walk around, but yeah, we are definitely encumbered. So if I drop my bones, for example, now we're at 399 out of 400, and now I can sprint again. So yeah, there is a weight system and an encumber system to the game, that's for sure. Ooh, and we even found a bird's nest by knocking down one of the trees, with a new perk unlocked. That's very cool. We've got skills, and then in the woodcutting skill, what did we just get from knocking down a bird's nest there? It looks like, ooh, it's now possible to find bird's nests while felling trees. Bird's nests contain useful items. Okay, cool. So we couldn't even knock them down before. We couldn't even find them, but now we can because our skill is high enough. Look at that, another really cool thing. Ooh, and here it says, as the weapons fall into disrepair, they'll become broken, but I can repair them at a workbench. Weapons and armor at a workbench with the proper materials gathered. So that's actually very cool. I'm glad that they have a repaired system, so it's not like Valheim where repairing is just completely free. So yeah, I'm curious as to how the resource regeneration works in this game. It looks like berries and such all regrow, but not quite sure, yeah, about certain things like the trees and all of that. What have we been picking up? We have goblin packs, we've got bird's nests. I don't really see seeds, though, related to the trees that we've been cutting. So I wonder if they just kind of spawn back, similar to Dawn of Defiance, where if they're not underneath a house or something, if they'll regrow. That would be pretty nice. Alright, I've now cleared the trees in this little area here, just to the right of this waterfall. And this is where I'm going to build a little starter house, kind of on the sloped hill, so we'll see how it works to build on a slope, because I'm kind of curious about that. We've got a nice view of the meadows and the town down there, get a little bit of the ambient sound from the waterfall. So this is what I'm going to do. If we go into building, it looks like in the house section we just kind of have some basic stuff, but if we go into the actual categorized sections like flooring, we get to see everything, right? Like this medium square, rather than just the basic stuff where the big square is shown. So I'm going to be using these specific categories. And yeah, we've got kind of general for some barrel of stone. Interesting. So we can stack things like that. I could probably build like maybe a stack of wood too at some point. But yeah, we've got decorations, a pan rack. This is really cool. Can make the place seem like home. So let's go to flooring. Maybe start with the larger square foundation, and maybe I want it to be, let's kind of build at a bit of an angle here, kind of looking out over the meadows, maybe something like this. Can I raise it up? Okay, up and down, control on the scroll wheel. Oh, very cool. So I don't have to have like the grass like clipping through it right there. This is nice, and then Alt moves it back. Oh, maybe not just yet. Maybe I need to snap to something else. Yeah, this is very cool. Controlling the scroll wheel. So let's go ahead and snap one there. Do one there and there. I don't really know how wide to make it. Let's just go with 5 to start with. And then I've also left some stacks of wood and stuff down here since I was kind of encumbered there for a second. So not really sure how tall. Okay, this is how tall the foundations are. So we can go quite a ways out over the hill. Oh, and look at that. We're unlocking even more structures as our building skill goes up. New perk, fine detail? Wait, what? Okay, now I'm really curious. I'm a big builder, big time builder. So this is all like, you know, really interests me now. Where is the building skill? That's right over here, construction. We have these to unlock. Okay, fine detail. Unlocks small building pieces. Very cool. Unlocks medium-sized building pieces. So it looks like you just start with the basics and then slowly, like here, unlocks triangular building pieces. Astral Rune. Become Mystical Eye. Oh my gosh. This is crazy cool. Creatures and comfort unlocks an assortment of furniture and decorations. Wow. That's cool. Unlocks next tier of building pieces. So maybe stone and other things. Construct a temporary shelter. Summon a shelter? Oh my gosh, we can use magic to like set up camp in the middle of nowhere. Holy, this is cool. All kinds of crazy stuff. Personal chest. Access a personal chest from anywhere. Wow, you guys. This is sweet. This is really something. Alright, so building. Well, remember, it doesn't really remember the last thing, but yeah. We can snap to the foundations. We can also toggle different snapping points. So if I hit F, I can even hit build in ghost mode. So if I, for example, know I don't have the resources, but I want a blueprint to be there, then if I have the resources, I could come up to that ghost blueprint and hit build, and there you go. It builds it once I have the resources. This is absolutely amazing if you just want to kind of sketch out a house idea, or if you're playing multiplayer, like if Crimson hops on and I'm doing some building and he's got a bunch of leftover resources, he could come and just contribute to the blueprints that I have set up. Absolutely amazing. I was honestly not expecting this with this game, and it's really cool. I'm loving it so far. So we have that. I don't want ghost mode, but see, I have insufficient resources, so I actually will use ghost mode to continue this foundation. And then let's go grab some resources. So you can see if I try to hit E to build right now, it says 1 out of 4. Let's build. Now we only need 3 left. So it actually keeps track of what we've contributed so far. And that's a really cool mechanic. So let me pick up a stack of wood. A couple stacks of wood now that we're going through them. Contribute to that. There you go. Look at that. We can build all of them. It's actually getting very cloudy and misty out right now. Which means there's probably weather in this game. Does that mean, like, you know, is there going to be rain that comes and stuff? I don't think there's seasons, but there probably will be rain and things. So far we have a 3x5 foundation here, and I'm thinking maybe a little deck off the front. We'll just do kind of a classic starter house. Nothing too fancy for this. Now we don't need the blueprint mode anymore. And another thing I wanted to say is cycle snapping modes with Y. So unlike Valheim that just has one snapping mode, we can now snap at like intervals at 4 times the level of detail and options and stuff, which is really cool. So if you want like 1 out, 2 out, 3 out, you know, you can do all kinds of things and just middle click to destroy it. That is really, really cool. And then repair mode is T. So if it has any, it says the health, square foundation, 100% health, we can repair it if it takes damage. So I wonder if we'll be getting raids or anything along those lines. So I don't really want the repair mode, so I can just untoggle it, I think, if I go to back to building. Foundations, yeah, there we go. So I don't like the snapping mode at the moment, so let's hit Y, which is completely free placing again. And then we have the full snapping. So free place, we can move stuff up and down. So even if we wanted to turn snapping on, and let's see here, how do we move things up and down the control? That's kind of farther. Okay, so we have to turn on free placing to move things up and down, I think. Anyway, lots to learn still with the building system. But let's just do maybe a three wide deck there. And then go to some stairs. 45-degree stairs, 30-degree stairs. That's cool. Let's go with 45s because of the fact that this is kind of a steep hill. Just go ahead and put some of those there. And now we've got some stairs up to what will be maybe a little porch here going into a house. It's not going to be super fancy, not going to have a whole lot. But what's nice is we can just start building. I don't need to place a workbench or anything. I can just build anywhere in the world, similar to Dawn of Defiance. Yeah, this is really cool. I think Crimson will really enjoy joining in for this game. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the video so far. I'm gonna grab some more wood and we will continue building this little hut. All right, so one thing to note here, my axe is almost broken. It's getting very, very low. Now my carry weight is also full. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to go to housing. Let's just place a crafting bench. Actually, I'll place it outside for now because I'm not sure the exact placement just yet. But it said we could repair things. So if I click on my axe, how can I... Ooh, is this it? Crafting table, click on my axe. Ah, repair. Requires 1 stone. Cool. Oh, I like that. And now my club, let's repair that with a stone as well. So that's how we can repair tools and weapons and armor and everything. Super simple, actually. Very, very good system. All right, so to continue this house, now let's go to the walls category, which we actually have a lot of options here. Let's do some solid walls in the corners, maybe here and here. Yeah, it looks like we kind of have window walls or other things later on. So maybe, I don't really know. Maybe I want a solid wall here because of like a fireplace. Ooh, we unlocked more structures too. The triangle pieces, there you go. Oh, super cool. All right, now I gotta check out some of the new stuff. Yeah, all the triangle walls. We've got all the inverted roofs. This is neat. We've got half walls here too. Little tiny walls. All kinds of really cool detail, actually. Not a bad building system. I'm impressed. It also just fits the vibe and the graphics and the texture of the game quite nicely. I like the consistency here. All right, so we've got the door, which I presume will go something like that. Let's do some windows on both sides of the door, so maybe something like that. I don't know if we can fill the windows with anything just yet, but that's better than nothing. Let's just do some solid walls here. I like doing windows, but too many of them could be a bit, I don't know. It wouldn't allow enough wall space to really do too much, so I don't want to overdo it with the windows just yet. So maybe we could try to do 2 windows back here. Yeah, why not? I'll do 2 windows for now. And then we can always decide later. But this will be the outline of the hut. That should be nice. You can also see that my tiredness meter, I only have 80% of my initial stamina because I'm getting tired and I haven't slept in a while. So it is actually important to nap and sleep, which I like. It's another good reason to kind of have a house and visit it every now and then, even if you are the type to kind of want to stay up all night, which you can. It's already been multiple days in game now, and I've been staying up all night every day, but it does have kind of a debuff if you stay up too long. All right, I've got some more wood now, so we can start working on the roof. I'm not fully sure how this works, and I'm wondering if I want to do like a 26-degree roof or a 45-degree roof. I think for this house, let's go for a 45. Not sure if it'll really fit a loft or anything like that. Oh, we have medium 45-degree roof. I think I want large for this one. That's also medium. All right, let's just go to roofing. Will this have more? No, we want walls. Okay. Roof support wall. There we go. We just want the big one. So let's do 2 on the sides, rotate it around. I'm hoping we have kind of a triangle for the middle there. Oops, I'm getting a little hungry. Go ahead and eat some stuff. Oh, I can't eat in the building menu, so I do have to exit out of that, and then I can eat stuff. Eat a few things there. Okay, so do they have, yeah, like a pointy middle section? Not really, but the thing that I can do, if I want, and with these walls I can, I'll probably add some windows to these. What I can do, oh, okay, there we go. That snaps in place. Let's try to use the fine snapping to take one of, well, yeah, the roofing really doesn't have those pieces. So what if I do the fine snapping? Oh, the medium support wall. That's what those are for. Oh, lovely. What if Valheim had some of those? Okay, that makes total sense. So I think the medium pieces are definitely essential for unlocking for some of this. So let's go and put one there. And then take the medium ones. Yep, medium roof piece. And put 2 of them like that. So do a wall there, and then let's do one up front here as well. It's becoming nighttime, but because the night is a little brighter, then hopefully you guys can still see all right. We'll do one there. Take the medium pieces and put them on top like that. So we've actually got plenty of room for like a good-sized loft in this place if I really wanted to. We'll have to see. All right, and the support walls to go like that. And we'll kind of do some, like, make all the roof lines meet up. So if I go into roofing, lots of different options. Roof, medium roof, we've got all, oh, small roof. Oh my gosh, this is tiny. We could do super cute little builds or a little tiny house or a shed or something. I like that. What do I want? I want to do, let's just do the bigger roof here. For this section at least. So this is super easy. Nothing at all wrong with the snapping. This is all working very well. Ooh, there we go. Build structures easier with a whole new perspective. Uh-oh. What am I hearing? Something is happening. Oh gosh, I'm getting raided. Oh, you do get raided. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Come on, get out of here, goblins. Oh crap, my health is taking a toll. I was like, what's going on, man? The music is a good indicator, but... Okay, so you can cast a spell to be a build camera with Q. We'll have to try that out in a second. It's so fun. Ooh, I died. Hey, it was bound to happen at some point. And because I didn't place a bet, I'm all the way back at the beginning. Alright, let's see what happens. Let me run to my stuff. And we'll see if I, yeah, I'm tired as well. Eyelids feel heavy. You could use a nap. Yeah, I kind of figured. But this is what I was looking at. We have Eye of Octolus. We need to make those runes. But, yeah, we can, like, have a whole build camera with magic. Alright, this game is just becoming better and better. But yeah, I gotta get back to my gravestone. See if it saves my stuff. Well, it now has started raining, so here's what the rain looks like. You can see not really like shiny puddles on the ground, but I kind of like the little shadow textures that it gives. Alright, I'm getting close to my house up here. Let's see what happened. I really hope nothing bad. That's the first waterfall. Did they keep attacking stuff? Oh gosh, the goblins are still there. Alright, so I definitely have to, Alright, oh man, there's one even spawning my gravestone right now. Alright, take all... Oh, that's convenient. That's really convenient. Even puts it in the same slots as it was before. So let's block this guy. Smack him. So we have to have enough stamina to block. Let's do the special attack. Yeah, there it is. Alright, got one goblin. Now we just gotta do this over again. Try to save the house. That's cool, so we get some base raids. I was waiting for that. I was like, this is bound to happen at some point. Ooh, and there we go. Starter house is looking nice from the outside. We'll get some torches on it as well. Oops, okay. Alright, leveling up some attacking skills. And there we go, special attack to finish him off. And one more right out back the house here. And again, this is not doing well. I'm hungry, I'm tired. My stamina is only 60% of what it could be. So, and my vision is a little bit blurry right now. So yeah, not so good. Oh, and is my club... Oh no, my club's not broken yet. We're good. Okay. And we did it. Yay. picking up where we left off. I did the 45-degree roof, medium 45-degree roof is what I want now. You can see now it's yellow instead of green, so we do need supports. I'm guessing different types of pieces will be slightly different. I need more, need some more wood for that one. Yeah, I like that. I like the little raindrops. That's pretty cool. I haven't really seen that in games versus like lots of shiny puddles and stuff. It's kind of neat. Yeah, the ambience of the vibe in this game is honestly just really chill and relaxing. I really like it. Waterfall sounds, the rain, the mist. It all adds together. And it's definitely immersive. It's nice. So one thing I wanted to do as well, it's now daytime, but for the next night, now that we're getting a roof, I wanted to build a bed because as you can see, if I have like a bedroll, if I place it outside a bed, or outside a roof here, and claim the bed, it needs a roof, so I can't like claim it or do anything. So if I destroy it and take it over here, put it under the roof, yeah, there we go. So now it's under part of the roof and I can claim it and respawn here. So yeah, sleeping will allow you to skip the night and also get rid of the fatigue. So as I sleep here, you can see my fatigue and my stamina is going back up to normal. Ooh, and I got another little quest to speak to the wise old man. So we could go do that again. So just a little nap. It looks like it takes a while to go from 80% to full on stamina. But just a little nap is all you need to really recover a lot. There we go. Now we're at 100. That's a lot better now. Cool. I like that. Haven't really had other games with naps and stuff in them. All right. Well, I want to get this roof done. So we're going to finish it off. 45's there. And then another one, let's see, I need a big one on this side. And then it looks like in between this one and the other one, we can do, let's see, do they have like an inner corner? Yeah, the valley roof. There it is. Perfect. So I don't have any more wood. I am going to have to get some more wood. But look at, that's looking really, really great. And we might even be able to use like the small roofs. Let's actually try this. Where is the small ones? There's the small roof. Might use these. Oh, do I have a small 45-degree roof actually? Small 30-degree roof. Oh, I do. Small 45. So I can use this guy to create a little roof overhang on the outside of our house. Just to add some detail, make it look a little bit more realistic and a little nicer. So yeah, I'm gonna gather some wood and finish off the roof and then we'll start moving in. And another thing that I noticed that I want to point out is that as you're standing near resources, like these sticks on the ground, you can see they flash white every now and then. So they blink so that you know like, oh, hey, there's a stick right here that just flashed white. I can pick that up. That's really nice. It's kind of like Osca that I've played, which actually has a scan feature for resources to be able to scan them. And features like this will just make them a lot easier to find, especially in the dark, if you're not exactly hovered over them, to have them kind of blink like that. Just another cool feature that I thought I'd point out. All right, I'm now pretty close to being done with the roof, but you can see that the top section is there. I just can't reach quite from the ground. And I could obviously build myself some stairs to get up there. This might be a good time to try this Eye of Oculus. What happens if I use that? It said it helps with building stuff. Okay, so if I go to roofs, let's go to the small 45-degree roof. Ha ha ha, check this out. You can fly around. How long is it gonna let me do this? Do I, oops, those aren't the right spot. I didn't rotate them right. There we go. Will I fall back down? Or does the magic spell? Oh, exit Eye of Oculus. So one magic spell literally will last forever, and it's like creative mode. Oh my gosh, you guys. I need this in every game. I mean, literally check this out. I can get all the high points of the roof. I can fly around. We can check my house out from all directions. Even unlocked, ooh, chairs and furniture, because our skill went up by doing this. Just check that out. Now I just exited it back into a first person again, or third person, I should say. That is so freaking cool. We also unlocked this Tempest Shield, that creates a magical shield that we can conjure. That just unlocked again with more of our skill points done from battling the goblins at night. I placed the campfire on the deck because of the fact that it can actually not be under a roof, so it has to be outdoors, but we can place it on a wooden floor, which is nice. And then I have a crafting table, the rune altar, a few little torches that I just made at the, well, actually, you can just build them in the home. You can see wall torch, and put a little bed in the corner. So we're starting to deck things out, but I'm going to gather a little bit more wood, use my special eye ability now to do the high points of the roof and finish out that overhang. And then we're going to try to do a little deck railing here, and I've got some ideas for how to do that, so stay tuned. Okay, I've now finished the roof and gotten some more wood, and I also wanted to mention that I have unlocked in the woodcutting a powerful spell that basically turns fallen trees into logs. So that's what I was wondering about earlier. That is really cool. So yeah, we can use the axe one to be able to chop down the trees, and then that other spell to actually turn it into wood. So I love how magic kind of makes the game feel less and less grindy over time. It took me, not too long, maybe 20 minutes to throw up this starter house. Not too bad at all, and it would even be quicker with more people. I really like the way that turned out. Now let's try to do a railing. I was noticing there's this place with beams and pillars. So what if I get a, let's see, there's a horizontal thick beam, but there's also a thin one. Let's try the thin one. We can snap it here and then raise it up, maybe to the level of the window there. That looks pretty cool. Let's try this thing over here. 3, 4, 5 is about where it likes to be. Yeah, that looks good. And then, let's see, I could maybe use the long beam, the vertical thick beam, and then maybe raise it up to meet up with the little pillar there to do a full-on railing. So let's raise this one up. Oh, maybe like that. Yeah, so I'll have to maybe use like 2 of them just to fill in the little gaps underneath them. Actually, I want this one raised up one more higher. Can I destroy just the beam? This may be a little bit tricky to figure out. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So I'm going to want it to be up just one above like that, and then we can always fill in little gaps to make sure it touches the ground. These will also add actual support to the structure. So this is kind of like the equivalent of an iron beam in Valheim, at least for now, because I can use these to add to the structural support of the building if you're building higher. So let's see here. I want to do this. I want to rotate it around here. 3, 4, 5. And then do the same thing to this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And check this out. We're getting a little railing around our deck. Let's get some more of these larger beams and raise it up just to kind of cover that. We could also use these kind of on the corners of the house as well, just to kind of thicken them up a little bit. And you can see we can just snap a few of them into the same spot to kind of go all the way to the ground. So if I wanted to use them on the front feet of the house there and kind of on the corners, just to kind of beef things up a little bit like that. This looks very nice. So let's do one over here, one down there, and then same thing on this corner. Just like so. And check that out. There is our cute little starter house. And with all of these stilts and support beams, you could also build out over the water. You could build a little house on a lake. There's a lot of awesome possibilities. So with those done, this is our full house. And I think the next thing I want to do is just fill it with the furniture that we've unlocked. And if I go into crafting here, and then we have a spinning wheel, we have a tannery, and we have a cooking pot. None of which I can quite do yet, but I could do the spinning wheel if I gather 2 more flax, which should be pretty easy to obtain. So I'm going to grab some flax, and then the rest I will build as I just continue searching around and hunting and gathering as time goes on. But yeah, we've got plenty of flax here to be able to build a spinning wheel. And that, I'm guessing, will probably allow us to build some more clothes and armor and things like that. So let's go and place this maybe right over here. Let's just try that for now. Craft. Oh, accepts flax, coarse animal fur. Oh, neat. and then I'm guessing we can then build stuff with that. So in the later episodes, if you guys are interested, I will continue figuring out what these do, continue unlocking spells, and continue this awesome adventure. But for the time being, thank you so much for joining me. This was actually a lot of fun, and I think I would be happy continuing this. So let me know how you like the game and how you like the video below. And if you like it, then stay tuned next time, and I will bring Crimson in, and we can check this out multiplayer and continue this awesome, cozy little adventure together. But with that said, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Cheers.